Well, friends, we've killed Radon, and now we are looking for our buddy Blythe in Nokron. So once we've, jumped down and done what we need to do, this is the beginning of the city. This is a lot of parkouring and plenty of opportunities for me to use the bow. A lot of this is going to be long range shooting. Works super great for the archer. If Nokron has been difficult for you in the past, this should be it should really be just an easier area for you. All right, how you go about this is really up to you. I will tell you that you might need to initiate combat this way, and ultimately you can just shoot this guy. Oh, dang it! I did not shoot fast enough. I meant to shoot faster. Anyways, let's jump down. Let's get out of the way of that shot. Alright, now again, at long range, we have a pretty substantial advantage. We just don't want him to get us, so we want to make sure that we... Oh, he's going to shoot at me. Let's just make sure that we get him right after his shot. Who did he shoot at? That was weird. He shot at his buddy. Sorry guys, I got a little bit distracted there. I do need to remember that I got a new incantation to play with, so I kind of need to get that up. It's the Beast Vitality, which I really enjoy. Now, you don't have to kill all these guys if you don't want to, but if you want to, they're here for the shooting. And at close range, you can just kind of use the stunning effect, and it jacks them from hitting you back. And they aren't real good at advancing. Let's go see if we can hit these guys with all three. Might get tanked a little bit. Let's try. Yeah, that's working pretty nicely. Alright, I'm just going to go ahead and gank this guy. And this guy. Look at all those arrows, man. Rain of Arrows really is a super cool ability, so I really enjoy using it. Let's see what we got here. Let's get up here. Something to pick up. And it looks pretty good. And it's a rune arc. Yay, we need as many of those as possible. Alright, so again, we've got long range here. I'm just going to go back to this, and let's see if I can fix this guy at long range so he doesn't bother me too much. If I'm out of his range, really not much that he can do. Now I'm going to initiate with this attack so that I can get locked onto him. I got one more shot. Sidestep that attack. I hit right into that freaking post. He does not have a good angle on me. I do have a good angle on him, so I'm going to keep shooting him over this die. Haha. I'm going to lock on this guy, and he can hit me. Nice. Okay. Let's see if I can get the better angle. Alright, good. Let's see. Pretty safe. Let's see if I can get him, though. So, guys, as you can see, the archer, if you take the appropriate amount of cover, defense becomes much easier. Right. I could go ahead and kill this scarab to get my health back. He's really riding that edge, isn't he? Not fast enough. Got him. Alright. So did I leave something behind there? It sure looks like I left something, didn't I? Zip on back here. I sure did. Let's pick that up. And it's another gold room. We love those. Okay. Let's get back to working the bow a little bit. And we're going to make this jump. And we're going to zip along this area here. And look for an opportunity to jump in. There we go. Okay. I tell you what, the high ground rocks for the archer. And because of my ability to shoot at extreme ranges, I can fire here or I can even jump down, whatever works. I'm going to get the highest possible angle and see if I can just rain death on this guy here. I don't even know if he can see me from this far, but I can see him. That guy sees somebody. I don't know who he's shooting at. There's nobody down there. Not bad. 352 at such a long range is great. Again, if I can lock onto him, for the most part, I can hit him. With the exception that I don't have enchanted shot, so I have to smoke this guy a different way. I got him now. Hey, I got my blue potion back. Alright, pretty safe to just... Whoa. Pretty safe to just jump down here. It looked weird from that angle, I gotta be honest with you. Alrighty, let's see what we got. Anybody left? Everybody's dead, which is good because these guys have some pretty powerful freezing arrows, I believe. I will tell you, Nokron is full of the ghost glove wort, which you really want. We're going to get Mimic Tier here as well, and that's going to help us out a lot. I'm going to carry on since this has just been pretty quick, but I think I can level up. I want to do that. I don't like to carry around a whole bunch of runes for obvious reasons. I get a little bit of extra damage. I didn't a whole lot. We'll put another point into strength here. We've already got the bows that we want. So if we can use the bows, we can stick these points anywhere you want. I will tell you that vigor is going to help you in the long run. You need mind, you need endurance if you want heavier armor, for example. Let's go ahead and do that. I want to be able to carry more stuff, and I'm going to get a heavier armor set before long. Double check. Looks like we've got plenty of arrows. I go through a boatload of arrows with this guy, so you need to have arrows, or else you're going to find yourself running around looking for somebody that sells arrows. Now, he's got a thick shield, but I can get through it with Mighty Shot. Another great reason to just have it. Let's just pluck this guy. It's going to take me probably 3 shots. Still 137 isn't too bad through his stinking shield. I'm going to hold this in abeyance. And there we go. Wait till he drops his shield, make the shot. The guy on the ground, why not wake him up? What are you doing? Wake up! Oh, I'm going to get hit with that one. I saw it coming. Another guy. Is he blocking with his... I'm getting nailed by somebody from behind. Let's break camp here. Let's get up here. Let's see what's going on. What am I missing? Could have swore somebody was behind me. Hey, I've got a great amount of range as well. Let's get one guy at a time. We're going to cut the other guy out of the picture. This should hit him. And short shot. Interrupt him. Short shot again. When I say short shot, the Mighty Shot takes more time to pull back and does more damage, but if we want to interrupt a guy, the quick shot is faster and better. Took a bit of, oh, I know what I wanted to do. I got to reset the whole stinking thing. I failed to get my Beast Vitality up. I knew there was something I was forgetting. Not a big deal. Let's do that. Memorize spell. Again, I don't use a whole bunch of spells with this guy, but the Beast Vitality is one of my favorites. I'm going to go ahead and just pull it up. Do I even have a seal? I don't have a seal up. Let's go ahead and grab that too. Okay. Now I'm ready to rock and roll. Let's recock the exercise here. Smoke this guy. Pop. And pop. Man, there. Oh, nope, missed. Right there. Die. Alright. Who's my next victim? Let's get this guy. I could also just smoke through these guys with the sword. You know, it's really up to you. Put this in abeyance. There we go. Oh, no. Too early. Right after the hammer gets his sword, or taunts me with his shield. Let's get this guy here. Guess I'll have to stick and wait. And he's bringing his friends. Rats. I decided not to get hit, so I just looked. Got him. Him. Not bad kiting. Alright, let's get the right angle on this guy. Can he hit me? I don't know if he can hit me, but he's on the move. I might miss him. That was a good hit. Might get him again if he aims at me. Smoked him. Love it. Oop, he would have got me for sure if I had moved. I'm on top of him now. Ah, wasted a shot. Okay. So anyways, you guys can see that at range, the bow is the way to go and have a good time with it for sure. Let's go ahead and pick this up. Ghost Clubwork Picker's Bell. Always look inside these areas so you don't get sacked when someone jumps down on your head. I'm going to save a few arrows here. Just kind of smoke through a couple of guys. This little area is, it's not terribly challenging, but you definitely want to, use the old Cobra Kai method. Strike first, strike hard, no mercy, right? Don't play around with these guys because they, once they get going, they do pretty well. Let's rush this guy too. So their shield can absorb some of the damage, keep that in mind, but generally speaking, after a couple of hits, you'll break through their shield, or you'll break through their endurance, really. What do we want to do here? Back to the bow. Let's see, I don't want to get a whole bunch of guys on me. So again, if it's one-on-one and I want to run up and stab them or use backstab, for example, the sword is kind of pretty easy, save on arrows, but if there's 3-on-1, it only makes sense to, go take care of business at long range. Again, I'm not heavily armored, kind of keep that in mind. If you get the heavier armor and you ultimately want to do a little bit more, katana work, it rocks, it's awesome. I missed, and I was locked on. How is that even possible? That was a total rip-off. Totally unhappy with that. You guys are like, yeah, it happens to me too. Okay, so we've cleared out the riffraff for the most part. I think I've picked up the stuff. Alright. We're going to go inside this building. Take guys out at long range for sure. Because more guys will come. Go ahead and finish him off. I think I got 2 shots here. Get the shield. Give me my shot. Thank you. Not bad. So one of the greatest things about Nokron is there are plenty of these items, and you're going to want these later. The larval tier is what you use to respec. You go to Renala, and she does rebirth, technically, but you get to move your points back around. Rats. Get him with that same hit. I've moved into close range with these guys. That is a critical error with the archer build. Now the samurai is still pretty. I'm sitting here talking while he's chopping at me. The samurai is pretty tough with the way I've got him set up with vitality. I can just pick him lock on. All right. Alright, beast vitality. Get that going, and this will heal most of that. Okay. Did not mean to aggro freaking everybody in the whole neighborhood. But like I said, once they get going, they can do some damage to you. High vitality is the answer if you're going to get swamped. I hear a lot of people think that the Great Shield Soldier Ashes that I just picked up is really good. I have not found it to be that good. But if you like it, that is where it is. So we got a Nox person we got to fight here in a minute. You don't want to get too close to them. They have a great knockdown capability. So I'm going to start plucking them at long range right about there. See if she rolls. Yep. Quite the nimble little minx. Might get hit right here if I don't move. Saw that coming. Unlocked. She might be close to the end of her range. So they can only kind of come after you for so far, and then they start going back to where they came from. Alright, let's get this bucket head. So these guys are pretty tough. You notice I'm not doing a ton of damage. You can hit them with a sword and save all those arrows. Ooh, I got some potions back. Gotta love that. So again, take your time, look around. There's plenty of things to see and pick up. I mean, I'm not particularly interested in this Dukist Herba, but you can pick it up if you want to. So we got all that. There are, I'm going to go to sword. There are some dudes up here. I'm a pain in the butt. What do I want to do with these guys? You know what? I'm going to go with bow. Let's do this. Right. So once we got that underway, let's see if I can pepper them with this. How did I miss? Definitely seemed weird to me that I missed that last one. Not too bad, right? And now you can safely pick up another larval tier. Again, super important. Don't miss out on those. Alright, I'm going to show you guys the coolest trick in the world right here. This is a strategy. This is understanding the enemy. Alright? So the developers decided it would be pretty cool that there would be a mimic tier that would have your abilities, your hit points, your weapons, the whole 9 yards, right? And so you're going to go in there and have to fight yourself. If you know that, imagine what would happen if I took off my armor and I went in there basically and fought him naked, right? And then you just have your Ash of War do everything else. It's so funny. So first thing is, get your Ash of War up. Secondly, before you get any armor or anything back on, run over here and get him up. Alright, he gets up, you back away. And let's see what happens here. Alright, Ingval's going to get the aggro. I'm going to wander away for a minute and just put my stuff back on at my leisure. There's really almost, once he gets the aggro, there's almost no chance of him really messing with you. You got time. So you're not burning up your arrows, you're not burning up a whole bunch of potions. Alright, come back up here and you kind of get everything back in order, however it is that you want. I am really so confident that I'm not even bothered to watch the fight. Alright. And look, he's about 50%, and my Banished Knight is doing great. Alright, now he can't do a whole lot of damage, so I'm just going to go start smacking him. Even if he does hit me, it's not a big deal because he isn't doing much damage to me. He just punched me. And I'm armed and armored. He's not. So I've totally outsmarted, or I've done something the developers either didn't think would happen. And a cool silver mask. So guys, that's the way to beat the Mimic tier, and we're going to go that way, hit the Grace, and then get a Mimic tier of our own, which will be our next special Ash of War. I'm sorry, Spirit Ash. Guys, be sure to like and share and subscribe.